You think 7 meters is the biological limit for sharks? This belief is about to be shattered deep in the Liberian rainforest. The local Jibahali people report a terrifying 9-meter length. In 2007, American missionary Dr. John Mark Shepard conducted an experiment that shocked all paleontologists when he showed villagers pictures of various animals. They shook their heads at Nile and saltwater crocodiles, but unanimously confirmed a prehistoric beast extinct for 200 million years. A reconstruction of the megalodon. They all agreed, that's it. Even more chilling was an official UN Peacekeeping Force death report. It recorded a bizarre attack. The victim was pulled from the water and dismembered on land. This is the unique hunting method of the megalodon. When modern science meets prehistoric recognition, when official records validate ancient legends, a 200 million year time paradox surfaces. Today we'll uncover this biological enigma that baffles paleontologists. This mysterious creature called the Jibahali. Is it a new species in a scientific blind spot, or a prehistoric monster still surviving in African rainforests? December 19, 2007. American cryptozoologist Loren Coleman opened an email that changed his perspective. The email came from Lofa County in northern Liberia, just recovering from a 14-year bloody civil war. The sender, John Mark Shepard, was an American missionary doing humanitarian work there. Shepard described in the email a mysterious creature often discussed by locals, the Jibahali. As he interacted more with the villagers, a terrifying creature profile emerged. Local hunters firmly claimed adult Jibahali can reach 9 meters in length, far exceeding the 7-meter record of saltwater crocodiles, even surpassing any known modern reptile. Villagers' descriptions were detailed and consistent. Jibahali's mouth is shorter and thicker than a Nile crocodile's, filled with massive teeth. Its bite force is apparently astounding. Its back isn't like a normal crocodile with only 2 rows of scutes, but covered with 3 rows of giant tooth-like bony plates from head to tail. Most bizarre is its mode of movement, using 4 limbs much longer than a crocodile's to lift its huge body completely off the ground, walking efficiently in a posture closer to mammals. Hoytak once found a suspected hunting scene by the river. A sheep's bloody, blurry remains after being eaten. The director told him this predatory pattern of dragging prey ashore and tearing it apart is the signature of Jibahali, while normal fish usually die rolling in the water. Faced with these thought-provoking descriptions, Hoytak decided to conduct a crucial experiment. He downloaded various fish images from the internet, including insects and even prehistoric crawling animals, for villagers who claimed to have seen Jibahali to identify. When the Nile perch and saltwater fish pictures appeared, the villagers shook their heads in denial. However, when a special image appeared, the scene instantly changed dramatically. It was a reconstruction of the Postosuchus. This creature lived 237 to 201 million years ago, a top predator in North America during the late Triassic. According to the latest fossil studies, it could reach 5 to 7 meters in length, weighing 250 to 300 kilograms. Fossils were only found in the US states of Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, and North Carolina. The Postosuchus had all the key features of the legendary Jibahali: sturdy and short-statured, with sharp, upright teeth, and most crucially, able to support its body with strong, powerful hind limbs, a skeletal structure for upright walking. When the villagers saw this reconstruction, they almost unanimously confirmed, this is it. This is what we've been talking about, the Jibahali. At this moment, the nature of the entire investigation was completely rewritten. A species that should have gone extinct 200 million years ago and never left fossil traces in Africa. This prehistoric North American species, why would it reappear in the 21st century Liberian rainforest? The Postosuchus identification was shocking, but immediately raised a fatal question. Where's the evidence? And forced them to venture into more remote villages, searching for answers. A village elder calmly recounted a story both exciting and desperate. Many years ago, villagers used huge fishing nets and multiple hunting rifles. Successfully hunted down a Jibahali, they kept that giant, unique skull. As a village trophy stored in the meeting hall, the elder emphasized the length of the meeting hall was built according to the actual size of the hunted Jibahali. However, reality dealt the cruelest twist during Liberia's 14-year civil war, from 1989 to 2003. A rebel group looted the village. A large fire burned down the village and meeting hall, along with what might have been the world's only Jibahali skull, all turned to ashes. This perfect story. In the mysterious world of cryptozoology, fierce controversy erupts. Supporters believe this is a tragedy of war destroying key evidence. Skeptics question. This seems more like an enhanced legend, a virtual means to boost credibility, just a month before Shackleton's investigation. In November 2007, near Kiloma village in Lolo County, a shocking local death occurred. A man by the riverside was killed by an unknown creature. UN peacekeepers and police investigated. The scene was chilling. Most of the victim's torso had vanished. Only the head and some limbs remained abandoned on a distant riverbank. This detail caught experts' attention. Prey moved from water to land for dismemberment, matching locals' descriptions of Jibahali habits, surprisingly consistent, while Nile crocs prefer settling fights in water. The UN police's official report couldn't confirm the attacker's identity, but this ambiguity left room for interpretation, creating space for different readings. In 2017, Animal Planet Channel, a rugged expedition show, visited the area. They found local fisherman Isaac. He recounted a terrifying encounter on the Car River. Isaac described with a trembling voice he saw a massive creature swimming underwater towards his brother's canoe. He emphasized to the camera, "No. That wasn't a crocodile, it was much bigger than a croc." He estimated it was at least 20 feet long, but Isaac's next description made the mystery more complex. He said the creature's mouth shape was unlike any croc he'd seen. Shorter, more like a hippo's snout. This hippo-like short snout description made the Bostrom croc theory shaky, suggesting another prehistoric candidate from the White Nile era. Once living in Africa, a prehistoric giant called the hell pig. This ancient creature found in Niger was about 10 to 20 feet long. Its most striking feature was 3 pairs of huge boar-like tusks and a body built for land pursuit. In 2009, paleontologist Paul Serino detailed this prehistoric predator. The crew also found veteran hunter Sekou. He calmly stated, as recently as September 2016, he'd seen the Jibahali twice in his account. The Jibahali wasn't a supernatural ghost, but like in the forest, a leopard or elephant, a real danger to be avoided. Sekou said, villagers know which river sections are Jibahali territory. Unless absolutely necessary, they never go there. After the missionary's shocking report, the missing evidence and vague official records after conflicting eyewitness accounts. About the truth of Mokele Mbembe misidentification theory says skeptics hold mainstream view Liberian rainforest is habitat of West African Nile monitor. All legends may originate from unusually large body type, exaggerated descriptions by old Nile monitors. According to latest scientific records, Nile monitors can exceed 6 meters in specific environments, can show unusual aggression. Local West African dwarf crocodiles have shorter, stable gait, more adapted to land than other fish. With some eyewitness descriptions, there are similarities. However, this explanation faces fatal flaws cannot explain. Emphasized by all key witnesses, repeatedly stressed distinctive features, 3 rows of back spines, long limbs, and walking style with body off ground. These descriptions so consistent, specific, mere misidentification unlikely seems to be locals' academic pride in survival experience. Prehistoric relic theory. Most dramatic villagers' instinctive recognition of Postosuchus image forms strongest foundation for this theory, based on fossil studies. Postosuchus's short, stable, long legs, body structure suited for land running, almost perfectly recreated every detail of Mokele Mbembe legend. Isaac's mention of grasshopper-like gait also reminds of wild boar crocodile. This white, crocodile-like monster has 3 pairs of tusks, similarly highly adapted body structure for land pursuit. Experts believe Liberia, due to long-term war and isolation from the world, formed unique biological refuge for living fossils, providing theoretical possibility. Liberia's biodiversity, extremely rich, still has pygmies and forest elephants and other large mammals reconfirmed here. But this hypothesis faces almost insurmountable time-space gap. Postosuchus fossils only found in North America. Wild boar crocodile originated from North Africa. Between them and modern Liberia exists millions of years, even billions of years of evolution gap. More geographical, huge disparity, without any African local relevant fossil evidence support. This seems more like fascinating sci-fi new species theory, shows most rational, balanced thinking. This view reconciles previous 2 theories, acknowledges witnesses saw creature indeed different from known species. Not simple misidentification. No need to invoke dramatic prehistoric revival explanation. Liberian rainforest ecosystem, indeed, has conditions to nurture new species, according to latest IUCN survey in Sapo National Park alone. Nearly 500 plant species, recorded number still growing. 2009 scientists in the park found 6 new plant species. Deep in this rainforest lies hidden, vast undescribed biodiversity. In this relatively unexplored tropical rainforest, there exists a massive, uniquely shaped new species, fitting modern biogeography. It likely adapted to hunt large prey in dense forest, evolving longer limbs and distinct skull shape, a fish-like relative. However, this theory shares roots with Mokele Mbembe, the same soft evidence proof without capturing a specimen or clear images and DNA samples. Mokele Mbembe's identity remains only a possibility. 3 theories, 3 cognitive paths, all lead to one end. Lack of evidence, a perfect, cruel logic loop. Mokele Mbembe's unique, unusual features intrigue, drawing attention. Yet these traits' uniqueness lacks sufficient proof, its existence questioned. Tracking Mokele Mbembe led us to a new cognitive frontier. We began with a startling dinosaur claim, through burned evidence, bloody official records, and eyewitness accounts, conflicting memory fragments. No definitive answers found. But this journey revealed deeper truths than any certain answer could. Mokele Mbembe's story transcends monster legends. It deeply reflects modern science's limits and clashes between local and scientific knowledge. Local daily dangers in our language became prehistoric mysteries. While we try to use paleontology frameworks to them, it's just a reasonable creature, a big bug to avoid.